guys, today's video is going to be very interesting. By looking at the screen, what do you think this machine is? Of course, you will see the sky out there, which is the Earth. And this is the International Space Station. And today we're going to take a look of what astronauts actually do on the ISS, which is the International Space Station. Yeah, I'm really curious what they usually do there because, you know, in the space station, there are no gravity. Yeah, no gravity at all. So all their activity will float everywhere. All the things will float and you will float on the space station because there are no gravity. And have you ever considered what is a day in the life of an astronaut really is? Well, I'm curious too. Let's find out with me in this video. Because, you know, like astronauts, they do everything just like us. They have to take care of their personal hygiene, and they do exercise, they do brush their teeth, and they eat too. So how do they bring their food up to the space station? Let's find out. It's pretty interesting because this is like they're taking care of their hair. There are no gravity, that's why they float all over the place, which is quite interesting. And first, let's look at how they start the day. What do they usually do? For the start of the day, all the astronauts will wake up as usual, and of course, they will go to this main part, which will they will speak to the conference. What will they do the entire day? They have to plan their day, right? We have to plan our day every day. So yes, all the astronauts team up in one place and they just talk together what will we do. And here is the morning routine. Of course, the morning routine, they will brush their teeth and wash their face like normal. And of course, they also have water to clean. You know, in this place, there are no gravity. So, of course, you will see the water, they don't fall down, but instead they will turn into bubbles. So first, this is how they brush their teeth. They will add a drop of water in their toothbrush and the same with their toothpaste. And they just start brushing their teeth. That's actually pretty easy. Or sometimes they will take a bath. Or in here they will have a special bathtub which will clean their body. But of course in the ISS does not include this bathtub. It's a long time ago. And of course we have to have the bathroom. Or here is the bathroom. You see, if we open this toilet, the seat of the toilet is super small, which we have to be careful when we pee, right? And we poop too. And there's personal hygiene, and we clean up everything. You know, mostly this is drinking water. Drinking water over here, which, you know, scientists or astronauts cannot bring tons of water in the space station. So they have to store their water and clean their water in a very important way, in a very scientific way, so they will have some drinking water. But they cannot bring tons of water in there. About food, luckily, tins of food does not include here. They eat things just like us. And the food is in a can or in a pack of something. For example, like taco or pasta. And here is chocolate cake, which this man is eating. So of course, it's actually pretty easy to cook food here because all the food are packed in a can or in a package like this. And you can just use a spoon and eat it right in the package. It's really convenient. Like here, for example, like taco. You just need to prepare all the food for the taco and eat it. So it's actually, they eat food just like us, no difference. But one difference is that we have to cook our own food. But for the astronauts, they already prepared the food down from Earth. And they just need to bring the food up to space station. And when they're hungry, they just need to warm up their food and eat it. No need to cook it anymore. This man is drinking coffee. So he's drinking coffee. And this man is eating too, which is fascinating because the spoon is floating on air. You have to be careful. And for sports, of course, astronauts have to exercise in order to be healthy. Just like these women and men they are exercising. With different machines, they cycle or they weightlifting, lots of machines like this man is doing. So they have to be super strong in order to bear the heat from this. So they do have to exercise and work. Every day astronauts do a lot of work. They conduct experiments, different experiments, and find out, and they will share their new experiment from us down to Earth. I really like this actually because every day they were full of fun. They just float and float everywhere. And look at this. It's the sky from outer them. And for sleep, where do they sleep? Of course, each astronaut will have a different cabin for them to sleep. So this is, like, for example, one cabin, and she will have a mat for her to lie down. Of course, there are no gravity, so you can't really feel the mat, but at least you have a mat. So this is where you actually sleep. And getting sick in space, you can easily get sick in space if you don't get used to them. So for the first few days, when you first come to the space station, of course, there are no gravity. So you have to clean yourself carefully or you may get sick. There's a one that called space fever, right? You can easily get a fever down there. It's pretty cold in the evening too. Like this man. He has a fever, so you have to clean his face carefully. And so I think that's quite it. There are lots of more to find out about astronauts. You know, finding about astronauts and what they do there is actually pretty fun, right? So you do have some fever sick in the space for quite a few days. But don't worry, after a few weeks or a few months, maybe you'll get used to it. And exercise too. Let me ask you a funny question. This woman is exercising, but why does she need to wear a belt in here? You know the answers? Of course, if she don't wear the belt, she will keep floating on air and she can't exercise, like she can't jogging properly. So she has to have a belt cover her, like her belly, so that she can run properly without floating. Yeah, that's why she needs to have a belt around her waist. That's the reason. So I think that's quite it actually. And there are a lot more to find out about astronauts, but this is just a simple day of an astronaut. Just like us, right? They eat just like us, they sleep just like us. Even though there is one difficulty, is there are no gravity. That's why when they sleep, they don't feel as comfortable as us. So I think that's the end of this video. I hope you find this interesting. Bye!